Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of hot. Today, I have a very special video for you. This is the Beast-X Morpher from Power Rangers Beast Morphers. This is the first Hasbro toy for Power Rangers that I have purchased, and I am very, very excited. This is it, guys. The Hasbro era is officially here. Power Rangers Beast Morphers has premiered, and I am loving it so far. And I got the Beast-X Morpher. So I've seen this thing in action demoed for me at New York Toy Fair, and it was amazing. I was super excited about it. I haven't held it in my own hands, but I am very excited about that to finally get the chance. I ordered this from Walmart's website. So go to walmart.com and keep an eye on it. It's coming and going in and out of stock. But it'll show up at Walmart, Target, all over the place. I plan to get some of the other Beast Morpher stuff as well. But this is the first item that came, and I wanted to review it right away. So here it is. This is the box. I really like the new packaging style. So very, very cool. They have the new Power Rangers logo right at the bottom. And it basically tells you what it includes: your Morpher, your Triple Morph-X Key, and instructions. 2 AA batteries required. It has demo batteries included. And yeah, this is the Beast-X Morpher. You have your Beast Morphers logo right up there, and it's just the Beast Morphers part. And then you have your Red Ranger on the packaging. Really cool artwork. He's got the Morpher in hand right there. Super cool. Reacts to voice, sound, and motion. So you have some sounds like it's Morphin' time, and Rangers, it's go time. There is a Try Me feature, so let's push it.
Hey Ranger, move me around.
Hey Ranger, move me around.
Unleash the beast.
That's super cool. So as you can see, motion activated sounds already. Is that all it does?
Hey Ranger, move me around. Hey Ranger, move me around.
Yeah, so that's basically all that it does.
Unleash the beast.
So you move it around a couple times and you get to unleash the beast. Really cool sound effects too. I love that. But so you can even play with it in the box. Really cool, Power Rangers logo right there. Awesome artwork. I love the artwork style that they have in the packaging here. Really, really nice. Right here as well. Look for additional Morph-X keys to imagine activating hero and villain powers. So you messed with the wrong Ranger for the Yellow Ranger, and time to cruise in style for Cruise, the B spot right there. Morph-X keys sold with Power Rangers figures based on these characters. So that is awesome if you want to collect more of the keys. The back of the box, different style here where, excuse me, they're showing an actual kid demoing the Morpher right here. He's got it on his wrist and showing the motion activation. It's Morphin' time. Are you ready? Rangers, it's go time. Also, there's stickers on here. That is very interesting. So under Are You Ready? I think I can see it. It's messing it up, but it says, I don't know if you can see on the camera. There you go. You messed with the wrong Ranger. That's one of the sounds. You messed with the wrong Red Ranger that the Blaze key says. And then here it says BEA. Is that supposed to be the Beast something? I don't know. I can't tell what that one is exactly. Yeah, I can't read it, but I wonder why they covered it up. Did they decide against using these things, or like, is this going to come off easily? No, it's not. It's just ripping, and it's going to be hard to read. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder why they covered that up. 30 plus sounds and phrases, though. So very, very cool. And you insert the Morph-X key to unlock character sounds and phrases. So that is new to Beast Morphers. Super, super cool. So I know I spent a lot of time on the packaging, but this is the first one, right? This is the first Hasbro product that I'm showing here for Power Rangers, so I really wanted to emphasize kind of the new look and feel, the new style. Very, very excited. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this open and take a look. All right, we have the Beast-X Morpher out of the box along with the Triple Morph-X Key. So let's just kind of jump right into all of it because there's a lot of different things that this does. So first of all, here are the instructions in case anyone wants to see it. This is sort of the new style of instructions. They have certain things highlighted in green, which is kind of interesting. It even says you can unlock more sounds with the Ranger figures. So there's that. And then basically it talks about how you can use the Morph-X key to unlock Ranger mode and then activate Beast-X mode right here. So there is that. And then the back of the box shows you about adjusting the strap to put it on, activating morph mode, which is voice activated, and then some stuff on the batteries and everything. So there's your instructions. There you go. So actually, before we jump right in here, I actually want to bring in the Morphin Brace from Go Busters. So this is the one from Go Busters. This is the one from Beast Morphers. And they're both pretty good, but obviously there's some differences. So the main thing that you're going to notice right up front is the Beast-X Morpher is a bit bigger. So, you know, I mean, size-wise, you can kind of see that pretty easily right here. It is bigger. Now, in terms of the actual detail, so both have the flip-out little visor thing. So here's the Beast-X Morpher. It pops out pretty quick. There you have it. This is the Japanese one. Pops out a little more slowly, which is how it was, you know, in the Japanese version. I can't remember if in Beast Morphers it's similar, so it's kind of slower. I do think it looks kind of cool to have it slowly pop out like that. You know, just again, for comparison's sake, you know, this one pops out like that, and then this one does that. So it is kind of neat, but whatever, not too big of a deal. Looking at it from this side here, the Go Busters version has a thicker black line around the sides there, and from the back you can see it a little bit more easily, but otherwise, I mean, it's very similar. So there's that. As far as how it's activated, so the Go Busters one, you would push the GB button right here basically, and that's what would activate the little visors to pop out, right? Here, this is not a pushable button because this is now where you enter the Morph-X Keys. So that is different right there. Instead, you have this red tab that you push on and it pops open. So that is one difference there. Also, aesthetically, the other difference is this main circle area. So this is the one from Go Busters. And for Beast Morphers, I keep accidentally opening these up, they used sort of that logo that's got the three main animals on it. The one downside is because like this sticker, like this one is slightly like mis-centered, like it's, you know, whatever, it is what it is, but that is a little annoying. So that is, you know, one of the other main differences there. They both have their on-off switch in the same spot, although the Go Busters one has a little red on-off switch. This one's got the black one, which blends in more easily. So there you have it. The other differences include, so the way that the sounds were activated in the Go Busters one is this dial would switch between different modes. And you could push the button for different sound effects. And then you would morph by pushing this. And there you go. And then you could push one of the other buttons. And it would do this whole thing. And then I don't know if you can see or not, but this thing would light up right there. So it has some LEDs right there where it pretty much lights up red. That's really the only thing it did. So as far as this one, this dial turns, but it actually doesn't do anything. Like there's no sounds or anything that come with it. So if I turn it on, you'll see like I'm turning it, nothing's happening. Instead, the sounds come from pushing this button, and then also when you morph here and inserting in the Morph-X keys. So that is another difference with that. I do like that they allowed this, so you can twist it if you would like, but the sounds don't come from that. One thing that might be a little misleading is when you activate the motion activation, you turn the dial, sometimes it's making sounds, but it's actually making sounds because it's so sensitive that every little shake of the morpher does a sound. Versus, like if I hold it real still and turn the dial, you'll see there's no sound, right? But if I just do whatever, it's making sounds because the morpher's moving. So it has nothing to do with the dial. It's the motion sensing of the morpher. So FYI on that. So I'm gonna, one last thing before I move the Go Busters one away. This one has got like this standard sort of wrist strap that the Japanese ones would have for a while. A little harder material, not super big. So this was a little, you know, tight and kind of not super comfortable for me. This one has a different style strap, very comfortable. Uses this Velcro here, and it definitely has a nice soft material, very nice. So that is a huge improvement in my opinion. But anyways, there is that. So before I jump into all the sounds and functionality, I just want to show you the Morph-X keys really quick. So this is the Triple Morph-X Key, and this comes with the Beast-X Morpher. It's designed, I guess in a way, as like a demo key, although some of these are similar or the same keys that you get with other toys. So, with that being said, this is a, yeah, I mean, it's an okay style plastic. It feels pretty solid, I think. And the way that it works is you can just sort of rotate the keys around, however which way you want. And you want one key out like this, because you're going to insert that into the morpher. So if you want a different one, you can just sort of swap and slide. And you'll see they each have their own little designs, but they also have this little kind of like glitter on it almost, so it's a little sparkly if you look up close. But these are the different designs if you wanted to see. So the green one is like a villain key, and it's got like the little circle tabs right there, versus these ones being more the hero keys have got these other little shapes instead. So interesting little design style. The Morph-X keys that come with the individual Ranger figures come with like another one of these types of things that is more designed like the actual Ranger or villain, and they can actually hold it kind of like a little weapon, which is neat. But for the purposes of this is the set that you get here. And you'll see I'm trying to put all three back, but it's really hard, and this is kind of bending, so I would do one at a time. Then it seems to work much more easily. So, with that being said, let's jump right into the Beast-X Morpher, because there is a lot here. So, let me turn it on. So, there's a off is all the way to the left. In the middle is the Try Me mode, which we are on in the box. And all the way to the right is turning it on. So, if I put it in Try Me mode...
Hey, Ranger, move me around. Hey, Ranger, move me around.
And we got what we saw before, right? Also,
Unleash the beast.
notice the LEDs are here, which looks super cool. So the that right
Hey,
there,
Ranger, move me around.
there's some LEDs in there as well, like it lights up a little bit.
Move me around.
But this is where a lot more of the LEDs are. The Japanese version did not have them here, and I think this looks really cool. So anyways, let's turn this on. So let me turn it off and then on. Okay, now it's on. So once you turn it on initially, the motion sensing is off until you push a button to activate it. So let's push one of the buttons here, and it's going to cycle through some sounds. So we're going to push this button in the center. Okay.
Let's go. Rangers, it's go time. Unleash the beasts. It's morphin' time.
And those are the sounds, and then it cycles through.
It's morphin' time. Let's go. Rangers, it's go time.
In like random fashion, I think.
Unleash the beast.
So you get the idea.
Morphin' time.
Now that you have pushed the button, the motion sensing is now active. So if I were to move this morpher, you start to get the motion sensing. But what's super cool about this, first of all, it's really sensitive, which is actually really nice because you don't have to like do super exaggerated motions. It catches every little thing, which is actually pretty great. But also, the LEDs light up as you do it, and how hard you move it matters too, because if I move it a little bit, you'll see you just get some green LEDs, and it's a quieter, softer sound, right? If I do it medium, did you notice the orange LEDs are yellow, or I think they're oranges basically, that lit up right there, right? It's probably green, yellow, red, as I assume what they're going for. But whatever it is, you saw like the extra LEDs, right? Now if you do it really hard, you can see the red on the sides too. So that's super cool because you can go this to this to... I actually really like that because it actually, instead of just one generic sound that you make when you're like punching and stuff, like you can really go crazy with it, and it really reacts to your movements, which is actually really nice. So I do appreciate that. So now that we have this, you can shake it as many times as you want. It just keeps doing that. But we are now going to morph. So in order to morph, you push this red button here, it'll pop up, and the voice activation will sound. So here, let's do it. I'm going to hold it like this so you can see the LEDs.
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time! So cool LEDs and everything right there, which is great. At any point, once you activate it, you can put this in or out. It doesn't make a difference. And once you morph, you can't remorph. You see, I push the button, it's not going to let me remorph unless I turn it off, or unless I insert a Morph-X key. Then it'll let you remorph to whatever ranger or that sort of thing. But the motion sensing is now active again. Pushing the button.
It's morphin' time! Let's go!
Same sounds as before. But the new thing is, because you have now morphed, you can do the motion sensing a few times, and then it activates another sound. So... or at least it did before.
Rangers, it's go time!
Alright, let's try this again. So let's turn it off, turn it on, and let's morph.
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time!
It's morphin' time! So... or maybe not. Maybe you have to do the Morph-X key. I know there is another sound that happens after you morph, but maybe it's because I didn't put a Morph-X key, so maybe that's why. Okay, so anyways, there's that. So pretty basic. The other thing I wanted to mention before I use the Morph-X keys is when I did the voice activation, you actually don't have to say it's morphin' time. You can say something else. As long as it's loud enough and it picks it up, it'll work. And also the LEDs light up to your voice. So when I talk, look at the LEDs and you'll see they're going to light up. So let's morph again. Turn it off, turn it on.
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time!
Time for Time Force. So that's pretty cool. Also, if you don't, so what happens when you don't say anything?
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time!
Or if I like whisper and it like barely is picking it up. Oh no, it picked it up too much. Okay, so let's stop. Let's not whisper again. Oh, okay, ready?
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time! Say it's morphin' time! When the lights turn on, say it's morphin' time! When the lights turn on, say it's morphin' time! When the lights turn on, say it's morphin' time!
Welcome to the world of Ha. So it keeps kind of prompting you, and when the lights pop up is basically when it's listening for something, and then you see that it moves to your voice, which is actually really cool, so I like that a lot. So that's pretty neat alone, but we haven't even introduced the Morph-X keys to the equation just yet. So here's where they get really cool. So let's start with the red one here. So we'll slide this over just like this, and essentially the way that it's going to work is you're going to pop in the Morph-X key on the side right here. There. Whoops. There we go. Ready? Hold on. I accidentally did it a little bit, so... Alright, ready? Hold on. I think I...
Let's go!
Let's try it again. Ready?
Cheetah Beast Power, red!
There we go. The Morph-X keys are very sensitive. So if you kind of slightly put them in or something, it might read it as a different key, so it is pretty sensitive. But you got the Cheetah Beast Power red sound.
Let's go for a spin, Cruz!
Let's go for a spin cruise.
Cheetah Beast Power, red! Rangers, it's go time!
And that's it. Then it goes through the other sounds and everything I did before. But what's interesting, different sound effects with this Morph-X key inserted. So that's pretty cool. I like the diversity in the different sound effects. And then you can morph. And when you morph with the Morph-X key, it also makes a more exciting sound. So let's do this.
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time!
It's morphin' time! So, super cool.
Unleash the beast!
Again, pushing the buttons doesn't do anything new after morphing, but the new thing that I was trying to show earlier is now if you do the motion activation a few times, then something happens.
Let's go for a spin.
Whoops,
crew.
I didn't mean to push the button, but...
Unleash the beasts.
So it unleashed the beast, and so once you've morphed with a Morph-X key, you do the motion activation a few times, and then you get that special sound. And now, different sounds too. So even after that, now you get...
Virus eliminated.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that it said that actually. Was it supposed to say that? So the virus was eliminated, so alright. We fought off a virus. So there you go. So pretty cool how you can do it. And again...
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time.
Blah blah blah. You can remorph with the Morph-X Key, but not without it. So there's that. So super cool. I think it's really neat what you can do with these Morph-X Keys. Taking out the key, there's a little bit of a delay, as you saw in the sound of it being taken out, but there's that. So let's do this this key right here, this yellowish one. It's kind of maybe a little goldish, but let's do this one. I don't really know what this one is. The red one's the Red Ranger. This one just seems like another just hero key. I don't really know what it is, but it's not the Yellow Ranger, that's for sure. Okay, let's see.
Defenders of the grid.
So you get that Defenders of the Grid sound.
It's morphin' time. Let's go. Rangers, it's go time.
And I think that's the only sound that it says, Defenders of the Grid. So I'm not sure what that is, but here's the motion sounds. And then when you morph...
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. It's pretty decently loud as well. And let's unleash the beast.
Unleash the beasts.
So that is pretty cool. Let's see if I get that virus eliminated sound again.
Virus eliminated.
Yeah, okay, so after you unleash the beast and then you do motion activation another few times, you get virus eliminated. See, I still am finding new sounds I didn't even know about, which is pretty crazy. So that's pretty neat. Now, the other one that's extra cool, I think, is the green one, because this is one of the villain keys. This is, I think, the Blaze key here. And so this one, there's some different stuff you can do. So let's do it.
I'm not a real human. I'm much better.
So that's very interesting.
I'm the better Red Ranger.
Oh, I'm the better Red Ranger. Okay, Blaze. All right.
I'm not a real human. I'm much better. Not today, Rangers.
I don't really know who that is. I mean, that doesn't sound exactly like Evox, but maybe it sounds... I don't know. Is that Scrozzle guy? I don't think that's what his voice is like. I can't tell who that is.
I'm the better Red Ranger. The Morph-X is mine!
So, interesting sound. So you have that villain sound saying, not today, Rangers, and then Morph-X is mine.
I'm not a real human. I'm much better. Not today, Rangers!
And then the motion sounds... You kind of have like these electronic sounds, and so these are supposed to be like very robotic, that sort of thing, right? But you can now attempt to morph, but what you're going to do is you're going to actually hack the morpher, so let's do it.
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time! Because that was a villain key, we've now hacked the morpher. So, you get those types of sounds that appear from the motion, and then if you try to unleash the beast, here's what happens.
Not today, Rangers!
So you get that sound instead of the Not Today Rangers, and then that cool sound after that, which is awesome. Now, I wonder if there's an equivalent of the virus eliminated, like if I do it again. Let's see.
Victory is mine, Rangers!
Oh, Victory is Mine, Rangers. I didn't even know that. That's kind of cool that it does that as well. So, anyways, you get the idea. But that is super cool. I do like how they had that that functionality in the Morpher. So just being able to plug and play like this.
Cheetah Beast Power, red! Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time!
Blah. Super cool. Again, all the different things that you can do with the Morpher. So that is just with the included Morph-X keys. But of course, there's going to be lots of other sounds that you get depending on what's included. So I'm going to kind of show you one or two if I can fidget from here from messing around with the keys. So if you kind of insert the keys slightly.
We need to work together.
All right.
Let's put these creeps out of business. Looks like we got the jump on them. Let's put these creeps out of business.
Interesting.
Nice to see you, Rangers. I'm a real cut-up. Nice to see you, Rangers.
All right. Interesting.
Cheetah Beast Power, red. Nice to see you, Rangers. Nice to see you, Rangers.
Let's see if I can get something from one of the other keys here. So you can see, you can sort of, it's pretty sensitive. So you can just kind of stick the key in there a little bit and it'll almost think it's another key.
Let's go.
Let's see.
Yellow Ranger power.
Oh, we got a Yellow Ranger power.
I can't help that I'm bad. I'm programmed this way.
Oh, was that Roxy? I wonder. Let's see.
Tronics, attack.
Oh, all right.
The Morph-X is mine.
I think that definitely sounded more like Evox. So maybe that really was Evox, but this one sounded more Snake-like.
Tronics, attack.
Okay. What else? What else can we finagle from here?
I'm ready to fight. The Morph-X is mine.
That sounded like one of the monsters that Monster of the Week villains, you know?
The Morph-X is mine.
All right.
I'm ready to fight.
Interesting. And let's see what else we got here. Just to kind of mess around with it.
I can't help that I'm bad. I'm programmed this way. Surrender, Rangers.
All right, so maybe that's the Roxy key.
I'm a real cut-up.
All right, let's see if we do.
Never give up. Yellow Ranger power.
Rangers, it's go time.
All right, so that was the Yellow Ranger. And let's see, let's try and do one more if I can.
Let's go. Nice to see you, Rangers. Nice to see you, Rangers.
Trying to see what I can finagle here, if anything. I don't know, probably not. I think that seems to be the main ones that I can get out of it.
Defenders of the grid.
Yeah. So, anyways, very, very interesting. So lots of potentially cool sounds in here. I know other people have found other sounds. I'm not going to spend much time going through all that. I just wanted to give you a general idea of the Morpher and the Morph-X keys and how all that works. But yeah, it's super, super cool. I think this is fantastic. I love the nice, you know, metallic paint and stuff too. It looks nice. Lots of sounds and everything, and I love the playability that's going to come with all the Ranger figures. Lots of really, really cool stuff. So it's $29.99, and I think it's totally worth it. If there's anything you're going to get from the Beast Morphers line, I think this is totally, totally worth it. So definitely check it out. So let me actually jump to one other little clip showing you me wearing the Beast-X Morpher so you can really get an idea of how it goes. So here it is. This is the Beast-X Morpher on hand. And again, I mean, this is a good size. This feels really nice. The new Velcro style and everything, just this softer material feels very, very nice. Nice on the hand as well. And really cool because look, right? So I turn it on, but now, motion activation sounds, you get a lot. And it's so sensitive that I can even be... You know? Like, I remember as a kid having like Power Rangers gloves, and there's a little button that you could push to make like the whooshing sound effects for how they move. You don't even need to do that now. You just wear it, you just kind of... Right? Wherever I move my arm, it does it. And if I do it harder, right, it gets louder and crazier sound effects. So that's really, really neat. The one downside potentially is that if you wanted like a fully accurate morph in the show, they have the Morph-X Key, they insert it, or rather, they push their little wrist communicator thing and say it's morphin' time, and it pops up. They have their Morph-X Key, and they go like this, and then put it in and say activate beast power, and then the visor pops up as soon as they put in the key and they morph. In this case, the visor doesn't pop up from the key. You have to push the red button right here, and also you say it's morphin' time after the visor pops up. So it's a little bit different from on the show. So if you're looking for something fully show accurate in terms of like how you morph, not 100% there. That being said, I think it's still a great solution. So just to give you an idea of how it would work, you know, you could be like, I don't know, activate beast power.
Cheetah beast power, red. Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. So there you have it. So Morph-X Keys, Beast-X Morpher, really, really cool, and I highly recommend it. I think for any fan of Power Rangers, if you're excited about Beast Morphers, there's so much in here. It looks great, it feels great, lots of really cool stuff, and Hasbro, you nailed it. So props to Hasbro on that. I'm very, very excited. And yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think as well. And are you going to get the Beast-X Morpher or any of the Beast Morphers toys? Let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned because I'll have more Beast Morphers reviews as soon as I get my hands on more of the toys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.